Thank you, Vignesh, for the welcome and good afternoon to everybody. And really appreciate and honor to be part of this webinar and conduct and share the limited amount of knowledge which I have on this particular industry. Um, we'll talk about today is small business CRM. But before moving into anything about the CRM, let us try to explore that any kind of business, any kind of service-oriented business or manufacturing or any kind of business, what are the three major area components that we want to focus on? Okay, while we proceed, we will talk about the areas that what is a small business CRM, how a CRM can benefit your organization, how you want to scalable and grow your CRM, and if you want to deploy a CRM, that what are the basic check that you should go and check. Okay, the key takeaways definitely will be the next step to follow, that how you want to implement the CRM. What are the things that you will be doing and don't while purchasing a CRM? Some of the myths, I'm sure while I'll talk about those. Definitely some of the features that you should watch out. So coming back to the point which I was mentioning, that once I am inside any kind of business, what are the three components or the three areas of any business? Or rather, so if you see any business we talk about, there is something where you retrieve an order. That is what your sales and marketing team does. They gather and retrieve an order for you. Second is execution of that order. Either you sell a ready-made product or you're providing any service. So you execute that order. And number three will be customer servicing. That means, how do I retain a customer? So I provide the service to the customer. Is there any problem the customer is facing? And most important, how do I get benefit? That means, how do I get an output or a repeat order from that customer again? Now, if we focus this entire business cycle, this is in the enterprise world, it has been controlled by a tool called ERP or an MIS. Now there are many. One of the most popular ERP used in the industry is called SAP. Okay, now definitely we cannot go and implement SAP in a everyday day-to-day operations of a business. SAP is implementation takes 6 months times or 1 year time. So it's a costly affair, what we both in time and investment. So as an MSME, what we should ideally do is maybe properly focus on a CRM. Okay, a CRM will help you in many areas. That is exactly what we're going to do in our today's communication and this presentation of this one-hour presentation. Moving further, so we are talking about small business CRM. So what is exactly a small business CRM? So small business CRM, how it will help you? It will actually help you in one of the few components is like manage and control yourself. You'll ensure that you can manage, what are the orders coming out, what is your pipeline. You are interacting with your prospects, you are control over your sales guys, ensure that what funnel you are creating, that what type of order booking you are having. And if you can know that what is the prospect and order booking, you can definitely manage your production properly. And most important is servicing of existing customer. As I told you, you have to ensure that you deliver goods and service after sales service that you can do. It is important that we service our customer, get a good business, so that our business can work more with existing customer, and our sales team can focus on new customer with a minimal cost of investment. Okay. What are the main component of CRM? The main component of the CRM should be, as I told you, that marketing with a minimal cost. When I say marketing with a minimal cost, means I have a sales force. So if I am, I know which are the areas I can take my sales force, which are the areas I can invest money on, and where I'm getting most of the leads. That is, suppose, do I need to do a leaflet, or should I go for a radio ad? Do I need to do a brochure, or maybe a hoarding, or maybe a festoon? So these are the things I can capture and I can manage. I can measure those requirements. Number two is, whenever I'm sending a sales guy to a sales field, how do they react? Are they going to the proper channel? Are they going to the proper guys, or are they actually sitting at the home and saying that this guy was not at office? Those kind of tracking, those kind of mechanism can be managed very easily and effectively by a CRM system. Definitely, suppose a CRM. So let's take an example. Say we are into distributorship, say Hindustan Unilever. Okay. Now Hindustan Unilever has a wide range of product, and the sales guys goes to this each and every shops and takes an order, right? Now, if the sales guy doesn't know what is there in my stock or what are the item which is not moving, then he might not able to take the order religiously or diligently, right? So can I have a tool or a mechanism to know that what is my stock in hand, what is my logistic which is lying with me, and what are the items which are slow moving item which I can push an offer. What is the offer going? CRM is a tool, a component of CRM helps you to understand or helps the sales guy to understand that what are the areas, what are the product they can push on, what are the things they can jump into, what are the offers they can pass on to their customer on real-time basis. And as I was always telling you, customer servicing is one of the most important criteria of any kind of CRM, so that you can ensure you're connected to the customer, you are loyal to the customer, and you are getting repeat business from the customer from a customer perspective. Okay. Moving further, how a CRM can benefit. Okay, so I am sure by now you know that what is a CRM component and how it can benefit. So if I know which product is moving better, I can definitely ensure that I can do more of production of that product. So as I told you, I get a real time of data, so I know my salesman is placing an order, and at the end of the month, I can actually get a report that which product is moving better. So better decision making ability, increase sales opportunity. So basically, if I have a tool and if I know, I can definitely go and explore new market, new areas. Uh, Profiling of customer means that I can segregate my customers. Some customers, for example, suppose, for example, I am into a business of, say, again, I'll take that example of Hindustan Unilever as an example. So I'm a distributor of that. So I know if this part of the city takes this kind of soap, and this part of the city takes this kind of, depending upon the profile of my customer. So if I know that these are the stores which can actually sell a soap which is a 50 rupees a piece, and these are the stores which is not able to sell a 50 rupees soap, and maybe I'll send him maybe a 20 rupees soap. So if I can profile my customer, I can organize, I can channelize my product and sales to that way, and I can procure my order, my order. If I'm a Hindustan Unilever distributor, then definitely I'm placing an order to the company, right? So I am placing the order to the company according to the demand. So I know which is the demand, and I can know which is the sale I can do, and I can take it forward. Definitely, we talked about aligning a sales and marketing. Now, what a marketing does, marketing brings in inquiry. What a sales does, sales convert those inquiry into an order, right? So if I have a very good tool where which I can capture all my requirement, all my leads, and pass it to the sales team to convert those leads, that is what CRM does. So basically, it aligns the sales and marketing channel. Okay. So and once we have the leads properly and we can ensure that all the leads are properly captured, I can track and I can give a health of a lead. So when I go and meet a customer, I tell him about my product and services. So that's the first meeting I did. I go and update my CRM. Then the next time I go to a meet and he is talking about a particular product and he's shown an interest, that means he has shown an interest. And then what I do is that I can say that this customer will place an order maybe in 2 months' time. That also I update in my CRM. So if a salesman can update all this movement of any particular lead, that will also help me on my forecast as well. That means I will be able to know that what is the expected order which is going to come in this month, so that I can plan my production, I can plan my resources. I can, if I'm on I have to place an order to someone else, I can place an order and plan my forecast. We already discussed about data. We can collect the data real time, data on first time, get actual data. So a CRM is just not a sales centric tool. It gives you a 360 holistic approach to an entire business, initially from a sales to execution to customer servicing. Please feel free to ask your question. So I don't see any questions. So please feel free to add this question in the question box. As I get time, I will definitely respond to this question. Right. Now, some data point. We figured out that an organization or a company which is running a CRM effectively, it is helping a salesperson by 41% of revenue growth, and the conversion rate is nearly 300%, and the marketing cost goes down by 23%. This is statistical data. I have shared some links at the end of this presentation so that you can see this data point. So this is statistical data which helps any organization, and it helps you to scale up your organization randomly. It, as we told you about that, improved decision making, improves productivity. How you improve the productivity both in development and production, but at the same time we can also think of sales productivity. The sales team can effectively do more of communication, channelize their energy to a customer, to a product, and bring output out from it. Increase customer satisfaction. So once a customer have a problem with any product, I'll give you another example. I'm sure we all have a mobile phone, and once in our life we have called the what do you call it, the telecaller, the call center for your help, right? 121 or 111. So they greet you, right? Hello, Mr. XYZ. So hi, how are you doing? Hi. So you know what? When this telecaller calls up, say when they receive your call, in front of them they actually have each and every information about yourself. That is nothing but a CRM. They are looking into it, and they know each and everything, your profiling, your last, so not only the technical profiling, but also which city you're calling from. I'll give you another example. Let me complete this. I'll come to a very interesting example where CRM has helped a multi-billion-dollar business. So which cities you're calling from, is any problem in that city? So suppose there's a suppose in Gurgaon, one of the part of Gurgaon, there's a network problem of say one of the service provider, right? And he knows that information, and suddenly call loads coming up. So he has that information in front of him, and the people are calling him that I'm not able to Google Connect, but he already has information, and he knows that maybe this problem will be fixed in next 30 minutes. So he can immediately inform the customer and justify a reason to it, and the customer is also happy. Let's take another example. For example, say suppose you have a warranty. So we all have TVs, right? TV, fridge, washing machine, and you have a warranty. So whenever you call up the call center saying that my TV is not working, my this is not working, they immediately check the database. This is nothing but a CRM. They check and they respond you back, ma'am, your warranty is over or you're still in warranty. And they will explicitly tell you that what is the process, and they will connect you to the calls to the service center, and the engineer will come and fix your problem. How this entire smoothness. The engineer company is actually accessing the CRM, all the leads goes to a CRM. The call center executive accepting your call via CRM and helping you to find out that if your product is still in warranty and provide you a service offering. If that product is not in warranty, what will the cost? Everything is front of that particular person, and they will able to guide you properly. This is definitely as a day-to-day customer, right? I was telling you about one more example. I'm sure you all know a company called Dell. Okay, now Dell is a laptop manufacturer, right? So when Dell started their business, there was no brick and mortar company with Dell. Okay, so Dell has started their entire business on telesales. That means a customer calling up Dell, and they will greet the customer and they will try to sell a product. Okay, and they used to also call customers, so it's an outbound and inbound both. Now their CRM was so strong. So suppose you are calling for the first time, it not only tell you that hello, Mr. Sharma, thank you for calling Dell. It seems that the weather at Delhi is too hot today. That means he actually not only checks your city, but he also checks your weather of your city, and he can started the conversation so easily. That means he will feel that he's a friend, and then he doesn't say that okay, thank you for calling Dell, and okay, I have this Inspiron, I have this Vostro, what product you like. So they start. So all this conversation, and probably there's another way of CRM is that whenever you're connected to any sales guy, either in a call center or maybe an on-field sales guy, what it does, it gets you connected to that person again. That means, suppose today you went to, say you're going to do an online insurance purchase. Okay, so you will fill up a form saying that I want a life insurance or a term insurance. Somebody comes to you, he gives you the brief, and but you're not happy with it, so you dropped it for 6 months. After 6 months, you again call up the call center. Initially, you maybe filled up a website, or maybe you have just responded to an SMS. Maybe after 6 months, you're calling the call center. You know what? The beauty of a CRM is it will again get you connected to that same salesperson who has connected you 6 months back. And he has an entire history of your family, the conversation you had with that person, why you left it out at that point of time. He will start exactly from that point. So you will be feel more loyal, you will be feel more respected. You say, oh my God, they are giving me such a bright value. Right? So this is exactly how CRM helps on our day-to-day sales and ensuring customers feel happy and repeats it happen. Moving further, just right. So if now we know what CRM does, so if I need to go and take a CRM, then what a CRM should look like? CRM ideally should look like, as I told you, it should have a sales workflow. The reason I mentioned out here is sales workflow because if you see the bracket I've written, from lead to sales closure. So it means once inquiry coming in to a closure. Okay, so that should be present in a CRM. So whatever the business you do, it's not that people come to you and do a direct purchase. At times people come to you 2-3 times, or maybe they do an inquiry, or maybe there's a process to it, right? So suppose if you are say you are selling spectacles, right? So you first will go and meet a doctor, get your power, then probably come the next day and maybe order a specs, or maybe you order in the same day. So there's a steps to it, right? So you don't do it at day zero, right? So that entire workflow comes in. So suppose you are selling an engineering product. So you are selling maybe, for example, some of the engineering devices which need for first day you cannot close the deal. You need to bring in the technical team who will do a measurement, and then he will come back again. He'll give you the quotation, then you will negotiate on the quotation, and then finally do a closure rate. All these steps are captured on CRM so that it can be tracked and managed properly, right? Definitely, we also the products which have ready to sell their stocks. So the guys who are here who has already selling products, ensure that whatever CRM you take, it should ever have a logistic in it so that you can maintain the stock. And this is the stock which is a real-time data the salesman will get, right? And they can sell it on to your customer on real time. You cannot have a CRM without a customer database. Come on, that's basic, right? So you have to have your customer database. So when I say customer database, there are two parts of story. One is your lead. So those are not your customer, right? They are who put up an inquiry. So you have a lead database so that you can remarket to them. You can market. You can send SMS. You can email them to the lead. And your customers, okay, the customer you will probably not do the same communication. Your customer you want to do an upsell. That means you have to take in this product. I have this product, I can sell it to you. I have this product, but probably there's a concept called that you should not buzz a customer once in a week or once in a month probably, or else you lose a customer, right? You should not do this. But you at times you have to give value, and then you have to give him some product to purchase or buy or sell. And all this, you cannot bypass an analytical tool into it, which is a reporting tool, so that you can see the report and you can take a decision better. Okay, so if I talk about a minimum viable CRM, ensure that it has a sales workflow, it has a stock management system, it has a customer, definitely you have to have, and some basic reports. This is the base. Nowadays, as I was telling you, CRMs are getting rich. You can integrate your entire online purchase. If suppose you're selling something online, you can integrate an online purchase on a CRM. You can integrate what you call as I was telling you. So suppose you have a sales agent field stuffs which go. So there can be mobile app which comes into the picture so that salesman can go and do an order booking directly from the app. Doesn't have to come back and do an order booking on the office. There are secondary sales application which is coming. So basically the companies who are going for survey, shelf surveys, so secondary source, they can go do a mobile-based app based. So CRM has gone to an extended level. CRM is just not 4 items, but if you want to start on a CRM, you should look this basic 4 items. Moving further, some of the popular CRM that are already in the industry, these are not enterprise CRM. So if you see the last two, these are more primarily enterprise CRM. The top three are more of a CRM which we can explore. These are all SaaS-based CRM, not very costly, integrate with your existing business. Zoho is one of the most popular Indian company who has a lot of small business tools. You should go and check Zoho. It's not only with CRM, they have GST product, they have online sales, they have whatnot, they have everything. So Zoho also has a CRM with them. HubSpot is a very basic, small CRM stuff which gets integrated with your email client. So suppose you are doing a business where emails is involved, that is your customer is placing an inquiry on a mail, it automatically is integrated. Pipedrive is a rich Excel. So Pipedrive, I'm sure you must be using Excel or spreadsheet. Primed, there are some limitation on this tool. Okay. I think I should mention out here one thing, that I think all of us are doing CRM in some other way or other. Okay. And the CRM that we do today's date, it should be an Excel, right? So I am sure the attendees who have joined, more than 50% having lots of Excel with you, right? So probably if you want to jump to a basic CRM, you can explore Pipedrive. So it can be it consists an advanced Excel-based CRM-based tool. Okay. Infusionsoft and Salesforce are a little bit enterprise in nature. So with bigger organization, like many companies we know which using this tool, and it's integrated with throughout their ERP system, integrated with their call management, your toll free and everything. So I hope there's a question. Let me just quickly check. No, there's no question yet. All right. So some of the good stuff that we found that I was exploring, and I thought that I should share this. So these are all. We should go and review this. That CRM, the CRM, the financeonline.com. And while we were talking about CRM, I thought even if you say that you are not willing to invest on a CRM, at least invest on a service system, survey or a review feedback system, which is the second link which I've given. That means you should know what exactly your product is. So your customer is giving you feedback, a review, so that you can work accordingly. Even on a feedback form, you can actually get a repeat order as well. So you should know that which product you like, which product they don't. You can set up a threshold limit and connect to the customer again, right? So ideally, we suggest that we should explore a CRM and implement a review system as well. So I have covered most of my session today. In case there's some questions, I would love to take it and take it further.